Hello, good morning. All right, I think I have it going here. I'm gonna go ahead and getting set up on my other accounts here, and then I'll go ahead and get started. Hope you're all having a wonderful morning. Hello to friends on Facebook, to friends on Instagram. I'm just getting set up here. So if you're joining us now, give me just a couple of moments to get ourselves set up. You will notice that I am outside today. I'm in my backyard, so I thought it would be a nice change. So if you are joining us right now and you are going to be taking part in class today, if you want to go ahead and find yourself a place outside that you can be, or maybe you have a window that you could sit by where you could have some nice light coming in, I think that would be a wonderful thing for us to do for today. All right. So good morning to those of you who are tuning in. Hello. As I said before, you may have noticed that I'm not in my typical space this morning. I have stepped outside into my backyard to try and get a little bit of fresh air, enjoy the weather this morning. So if you are able to do the same, if you'd like to take a moment and find a place outside, maybe a porch, maybe a front yard, somewhere that you could sit and enjoy some sunshine, that would be wonderful. If you're not able to go outside today, I totally understand. People might be having different weather situations, or maybe it's a little too cold or too warm where you are, but maybe if you're able to sit next to a window or a place where you'd be able to look outside or maybe even hear some things from outside, then that will be wonderful for us to do today. So welcome everybody. For those of you that I don't know, my name is Miss A, and I'm very excited to have you all with me on another beautiful Tuesday for our class. So if you haven't joined us before, you are in for some fun. We're going to be doing some singing, some stretching, maybe a little bit of movement and dancing. I'll also read us a story. So lots of fun, different things coming your way. All right, I know that some people are kind of finding their way in. I'll take just a moment. I'm going to get myself situated and I'll be right back and we will start class. All right, so I hope you all have found yourself maybe in an outside space or next to a window where you can get some nice light and maybe some fresh air. That would be wonderful to start our morning. So I'm going to go ahead and get ourselves started with our morning stretch. And as you can see, I'm outside today. So I normally would do this stretch sitting down, but I'm going to show you a way that we can actually do this stretch and this morning warm-up standing up. So if you'd like to give that a try, you're more than welcome to do that with me. Let's get my music set up here. Hopefully you'll be able to hear it outside. All right.
It's morning. It's morning, it's time to wake up. I stretch my pedals as far as they'll go, and then the wind begins to blow.
Very nice.
It blows me to the front, it blows me to the right, it blows me to the left, and then the sun comes out so bright.
Very nice. How does
It feels so good, it feels so warm. I stretch my pedals a little bit more and lay a around in the sun.
Very nice, you guys.
Then the sun begins to disappear. I feel a chill in the air. I close my petals to keep myself warm, slowly as I can. Now nighttime has come, it's time for me to rest. So I rock myself to sleep, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until I'm sleeping deep.
Time to get up.
It's morning, it's morning, it's time to wake up. I stretch my petals as far as they'll go, and then the wind begins to blow. It blows me to the front, it blows me to the right, it blows me to the left, and then the sun comes out so bright. It feels so good, it feels so warm. I stretch my petals a little bit more and lay around in the sun.
Very nice, you guys.
Then the sun begins to disappear. I feel a chill in the air. I close my petals to keep myself warm, slowly as I can. Now nighttime has come, it's time for me to rest. So I rock myself to sleep, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, until I'm sleeping deep.
Good morning, everybody. What a wonderful way to get our morning started. So, let's see. I hope you all enjoyed doing our morning warm-up song, nice out in the beautiful sunshine today. I see that some more friends have joined us, so hello. Hello to those of you who are coming in on Instagram or coming in on Facebook. We're so excited to have you this morning. So if you joined us last week, you will know that we actually started doing a little bit of yoga. This might be new for some people. I know that it's relatively new to myself, so it's been very exciting to be able to share it with you all. So I thought that today we would do the same 3 yoga poses that we worked on last week, so that if you were with us last week, you can remind yourself of the things that we were doing. And if you're new to us, then you will be joining right on in. So the first thing that we're going to do, you may notice that I have put down a little blanket for myself because my grass is just a little bit wet. So I'm trying to keep my socks from getting wet this morning. So if you need to do the same, find a nice little dry spot to be in, that would be wonderful. And the first one that we are going to start with today, our first pose is called the candle pose. So I'm going to scoot back just a little bit on my mat here so that you'll be able to see all of our different poses completely. So here we go. You can see me there. Spread out my blanket just a little bit. And the first pose, like I said, is called the candle. So you are going to put your knees together. So if you can sit on your knees I'll do it sideways so you're able to see everything. And then if you'd like to, you can sit back on those feet that you have behind you. And then you are going to put your hands close together right in front of your heart. All right, so that will look like this. You can sit down on your feet. You'll put your hands together in front of your heart. And we're going to do a couple of deep breaths while we do this. So I like to keep my candle moving a little bit as if maybe it's flickering in the wind. So the way we're going to do this is we are going to breathe in through our nose and come up to kneeling on our knees. Breathe in. And then when you breathe out, you are going to push your arms up while you sit back on your feet. So it will look a little bit like this. If I begin sitting, it will look like this. And then we'll do it a few more times. So I'll do it now facing you, and we'll see if we can do this together. All right, so we're going to breathe in through our nose and out through our nose. All right, here we go. Very nice. Let's do that again. And one more time. Very nice, you guys. That was wonderful. A way to get our breathing moving through that first pose that we have. Wonderful job. So the next pose that we are going to be doing is called the cat. The cat, like a little kitty cat. So if you know this pose, go ahead and you can begin. But if you need a little bit of instruction, I'll show you how it works. So we are going to begin very similar to our candle. You're going to have your knees together behind you, so you're resting on your knees. Then you're going to take your hands and you're going to put them on the ground in front of you. And then your body's going to sort of fold over like a table. And that's going to look a little bit like this. All right, so once we have our table in place, then it comes time for us to do our movement. So we are going to breathe in through our nose, and we're going to lift up one of our legs. So that will look like this. And then when we breathe out through our nose, we are going to put our leg back down where it was before, like this. Then we will do that a couple more times and repeat on the other side with your other leg. So we'll do this one a couple times on one side and a couple times on the other. I'll remain sideways so that you can do this with me, and we'll make sure that we're breathing in through our nose and then out again through our nose. All right, here we go. So we have our knees together, hands down on the ground in front of you, and we're going to breathe in and lift up one leg. Here we go. Very nice. 2 more times. Very nice. Now I'm just going to turn and we're going to do the same thing with the other leg. So I have my knees together, my hands in front, and I'm going to lift. You guys, that was our cat yoga pose. And the final one that we're going to work on today is called the dog, or some of you may know it as the downward dog. So the way we are going to do this one, it's pretty similar to both the candle and the cat, and we're just going to add a little bit more to it. So if you start in your candle position and you put your hands on the ground like we're going into the cat position, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to lift up your knees so that you're standing on your hands and your feet. And I'll show you what that looks like now. So you go from your cat position into the downward dog. So you'll see that I'm using just my toes and my hands to stand on. And then you can lower your knees and go back to the cat. So we're going to do that 3 times. We're going to start in our cat position. We're going to inhale through our nose and pull up into the dog. We're going to release our breath through our nose and go back to the cat. And we're going to do that 3 times all together. All right, so go ahead and find your candlestick pose. Then we're going to put our hands down in front to make the cat. And we're going to breathe in and go up to the dog. So 3 times in a row. You can follow along with me. Here we go. Very nice, you guys. Give yourselves a round of applause. That was a wonderful job doing those different yoga poses. So if this was new to you, thank you so much for joining in and giving it your best shot. And if you've done these before, then awesome job working on those and continuing to practice so that we just continue to get better and better. All right. So I thought it might be a little bit of fun, as some of us might be outside, some of us might be sitting near a window, some of us might have a porch that we're using. So I thought it might be nice to take 3 minutes. We're going to take 3 quiet minutes. And what I'd like you to do is, if you're sitting outside, I'd like you to look around and use your eyes and see, what do I see? Then I want you to also use your ears, and I want you to listen, and I want you to think, what do I hear? So if you were sitting next to a window, maybe you can also hear things outside or see things outside, whatever's going to work for you. So we're just going to take 3 minutes right now. And you can close your eyes if you'd like to while you're listening, or you can do eyes and ears at the same time. But we're going to enjoy a little bit of the sounds of nature. So we're going to take 3 minutes very quietly. I will be sitting here enjoying the nature as well. And then afterwards, I'd love it if out loud, I'll give you a moment and we are going to share some of the things that we saw and we heard. All right, so I'm just going to set myself a little timer here. So we spend 3 wonderful minutes listening to the outdoors. And then when my little timer goes off, we will all come back together and we'll see what it is that we were listening to and looking at during our nature experience. All right, so go ahead and get comfortable and begin experiencing some nature. All right, so that was our 3 minutes of nature time. I hope that you all got to see some wonderful things and hear some beautiful sounds. So I'd like you to take a minute right now, and if you have someone with you, I'd like for you to share with them something that you heard or something that you saw while we were taking our nature experience. I'd like to share with you that I heard a lot of different bird sounds. I was listening and I could hear at least 2 different birds that were maybe singing a song to one another, and I thought that was really nice to hear this morning. I was also looking around and I was seeing little tiny ants that were moving around carrying some food. So that was pretty wonderful to see as well. So if you can share that with somebody who's around you, that would be wonderful. And then we're going to move into our story time. I see I have some more friends who are joining us. Hello, hello to all of you who are tuning in. Very excited to see you all here. The story we are going to be reading today is called You and Me, Little Bear. And I'll see if I can move a little bit closer where you'll be able to see the pictures when we get to them. All right. So here we go. You and Me, Little Bear by Martin Waddle. Once there were 2 bears, Big Bear and Little Bear. Big Bear is the big bear, and Little Bear is the little bear. Little Bear wanted to play, but Big Bear had things to do. I want to play, said Little Bear. I have to get wood for the fire, said Big Bear. I'll get some too, said Little Bear. You and me, Little Bear, said Big Bear. We'll bring the wood in together. What shall we do now? Little Bear asked. I'm going for water, said Big Bear. Can I come too? Asked Little Bear. You and me, Little Bear, said Big Bear. We'll go for water together. Now can we play? Little Bear said. I still have to clean up our cave, said Big Bear. Well, I'll clean up too, Little Bear said. You and me, said Big Bear. You clean up your things, Little Bear, and I'll take care of the rest. I've cleaned up my things, Big Bear, Little Bear said. That's good, Little Bear, said Big Bear. But I'm not finished yet. And I want to play, Little Bear said. You'll have to play by yourself, Little Bear, said Big Bear. I still have so much to do. Little Bear went to play by himself, while Big Bear continued with the work. Little Bear played bear jump. Little Bear played bear slide. Little Bear played bear swing. Little Bear played bear tricks with bear sticks. Little Bear played Bear Stand on His Head, and Big Bear came out to sit on his rock. Little Bear played Bear Run Around by Himself, and Big Bear closed his eyes to think. See Little Bear playing there, and Big Bear resting. Little Bear went to talk to Big Bear, but Big Bear was asleep. "Wake up, Big Bear," Little Bear said. Big Bear opened his eyes. "I've played all my games all by myself," Little Bear said. Big Bear thought for a moment. Then he said, "Let's play hide and seek, Little Bear." "I'll hide and you seek," said Little Bear, and he ran off to find the best hiding place. "Here I come," Big Bear called, and he looked until he found Little Bear. Then Big Bear hid, and Little Bear looked. "I found you, Big Bear," Little Bear said. "Now I'll hide again." They played lots of bear games. When the sun slipped way through the trees, they were still playing. Then Little Bear said, "Let's go home now, Big Bear." Big Bear and Little Bear went home to their cave. "We've been busy today, Little Bear," said Big Bear. "It was fun, Big Bear," Little Bear said. "Just you and me playing." Together. The end. I love that story, you guys. I think it's a wonderful story. It shows us how we can play all by ourselves, but sometimes it is a little more fun if you have someone to play with. So with that being said, I want to thank you all again for coming and playing with me this morning. It's been a real joy to get to be with you all every Tuesday morning, and I'm so glad that the weather is beautiful, and I hope to be outside more and more. So as it is coming to the end of our class, we're going to go ahead and sing our goodbye song. So please, if you know it, go ahead and join in with me. Goodbye to the friends on my left. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye to the friends on my right. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye to my friends who joined me. I hope to see you soon. Goodbye to my friend Miss A. I hope to see you soon. Encore, 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 you and me, and me. Encore, 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 you and me. Thank you all so much for joining me this Tuesday morning. And if you're looking for more ways that you'd like to maybe take part in some more Encore activities, please make sure to check out our website. We have an awesome amount of things coming to you guys this summer. So if you're looking for things to do with your little one, please check us out on our website at encorestage.org. So if you'd like to find out anything more about our classes or summer camps that we have going on, please be sure to check out that on our website. We'd be so excited to have you, and we can't wait to see you again. So thank you all, and I hope to see you again next Tuesday. Have a great week.